living in the future. If at peace, you're present. Now, I think this goes really well with his original character in real life, or at least how I perceive of him. He's very creative, live for the moment, and may I say, carpe diem. Anyway, this is what it really means. If depressed, 지금 우울하고 우울증에 빠져 있다면 당신은 과거에 살고 계신 겁니다. You're living in the past. If anxious, 뭔가 불안하고 조바심에 쫓기고 있으면 you're living in the future. 미래에 살고 계십니다. 미래에 아직 happening 하지 않은 미래에 머물고 계십니다. 이런 뜻이고요. If at peace, you're present. 온유하면 당신은 현재에 머물고 계신 겁니다. Of course, we always go over comma rules, right? Sir Joseph decided to omit all commas, but you can put a comma after if depressed, if anxious, if at peace. So you would have all comma, two clauses kind of going side by side each other. You could totally do that, and that's very appropriate, but this is his tweet, so I just decided to bring his quote as it is. Okay, so one more time, it says, if depressed, you're living in the past. If anxious, you're living in the future. If at peace, you're present. I know some of you guys are wondering, who is this guy? Well, to give you some clues, he was one of the main roles or main lead actors in 500 Days of Summer and 10 Things I Hate About You, and most recently in Inception, he played Arthur, Leonardo DiCaprio's wingman, very dashing and intelligent wingman, if you may. But this is what you would like to tweet back to Sir Levit, so let's take a look. I am one man, try to live in today. Tough time, how do you fight? 오늘을 위해서 살고 싶은 한 남자입니다. 가장 힘든 시기에 어떻게 위기를 극복하시나요? 한 남자입니다. It's very poetic. And there's a song like this, right? Anyway, I am one man. That sounds a little bit odd and a little bit awkward. It's really unnecessary to say one man. Just say a man. I am a man. And you're almost right here, but it's of course an ing form that you need here. I am a man trying to live in today. I know you're trying to follow the format that was proposed in the tweet, but I recommend trying to live for today. You could say in today in this context, but I just recommend for today. Okay, so taking a look at the second part, tough time, how do you fight? How about taking this entire thing, tough time, and putting it in the back? How do you fight through? Okay, so I'm just going to write it again because it's a little bit confusing. How do you fight through tough times? Because you're talking about it in general, not just one specific time. So you're looking at all together. I am a man trying to live for today. How do you fight through tough times? And one last thing before we take a look at the entire sentences or two sentences together, of course, you need to start out the sentence with capital H. How do you fight through tough times? So one last time you have, I am a man trying to live for today. How do you fight through tough times? And of course, this is what I would like to tweet back to Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Where are you currently at? Past, present, or future? You know, I like to send these kind of tweets or hoping, a very small part of me hopes that he will tweet back and I'll be able to archive it for the rest of my life. That sounds creepy. But anyway, I like to throw questions at these very nice comments because I think that's what gets a thought really, really rolling. Even if the light bulb went off, you'll continue to keep it on. And, you know, it keeps going and going and going and you'll come up with an even bigger or better idea. Okay, so you're looking at where are you currently at? Past, present, or future. 당신은 지금 어디에 계십니까? 과거, 현재, 또는 미래. Now, past, present, or future. This isn't a complete sentence, so note that this is an informal sentence. But because we were already talking about past, present, or future in Joseph Gordon-Levitt's tweet itself, I thought it would be more concise to just kind of go straight into the point. Past, present, or future. past, present, or future. And there's one thing that I also want to introduce to you guys. Comma rules are really difficult. This is something that people who learn English since they were babies get wrong too. But what's interesting is the way the AP newspaper in the States uses their comma rules, and the way we utilize it in a school setting is different. When we have A, comma, B, comma, and C, that is how we most of the times utilize it in an essay or in a college setting. That's what most instructors prefer. But in an AP setting, so if you look at a newspaper, it would have A, comma, B, and C. So the comma would be omitted. So it's really odd, and that's because it's easier for you to kind of read it through when the comma is omitted. So just a nice little thing to keep, take note of. And of course, we are through with our program today, but you can watch it again at our website, www.ebse.co.kr. And that is all I have prepared for you today. I will see you guys next time right here. Bye-bye.
Yeah, and